with most actors, you have a character and you have their motivations, and they have different levels to what they're experiencing and what's going on in their lives while the broader action is going on around them. Not only do you have that for your character, but you have two personalities that are fighting each other in the same body. Now, Chlorel obviously has dominance, but I think you would be wrong, you general you, because obviously not you. You would be wrong to say that Skaara is just passively along for the ride, because he's fighting every step of the way. I mean, he says in Pretense, every day I'm fighting him, I'm listening, and I'm learning. You know? And that had to be just exhilarating to play, because you could play it any number of ways across any number of different takes.
It's exhilarating now.
Okay.
In hindsight, that it's over, it was done, and in that regard, it was successful, and that story was told. Like, the thing blows up behind you, the car crash, whoa, that just happened. It's sort of like that. It was not exhilarating in the going through it.
Were you not satisfied with the direction that the character was going?
I was never satisfied with its incompleteness.
You're talking post full circle.
Yeah, the whole thing, what was started, where it went to, I just felt it very, very, very incomplete. Now, that said, again, like, it's, hey man, I'm not the star of the show. I wasn't available to be the star of the show. I didn't write it. I don't have rights. I don't, like, forget about it. Like, I got no say on this at all. And I'm not trying to say that I wanted to have a say. There's none of that, right? It's just that in hindsight, like, was I satisfied? Well, no, because it wasn't finished. There was so much to do, and it couldn't be done because I wasn't a regular. I wasn't around for it. They weren't doing. There were other storylines for other people that got done and wrapped up and explored and all that. But they were series regulars, and the production had the time and the interest and all that. Like, that's what they were going for. I don't know. Nobody wants them to focus on, like, here's the Skaara season. Nobody cares.
Right.
And neither do I. But the point is, but what was shown and what we were trying to do felt incomplete. And then besides that, is because when I'm getting into it, like, there's a distinction between the Alex that is on set and the Alex that is inhabiting Skaara in that moment. So Alexis was thrilled for 6 years to be working with this cast and crew, to be hanging out with friends, to be taking trips to Vancouver, right? Thrilled about all of that. Alexis walking this character through kidnap and torture and hell and oppression and freedom and doing all, like, that was not fun at all. Like I said, it's fun in the post, but I still remember, and I'm still get uneasy about it. Like, we all have tools to deal with all of that, but if I had found it fun, I probably wouldn't have been doing it right.
That's fair. Yeah. It's interesting. You come away feeling that the journey is incomplete. I can see on one side one person saying, he, regardless of how he achieved it, he has achieved a higher level of awareness in the cosmos. He has become a being of energy, and that's all she wrote. But you and I have had conversations, particularly about the method in which that was achieved in the show, and how that would leave a person or a society who was not necessarily prepared for that journey in a situation that they would have to figure out now that they have achieved a level of higher awareness, when they didn't go on that journey for themselves. They had the eject switch pulled on them, because they were all about to blow sky high.
Well, yeah, okay, so yeah, now we get into, there's a lot of details and minutia there that is, to me, endlessly fascinating. We have discussed it.
Right.
I don't want to give those, I don't want to put it out there to the public yet, those specific things we've discussed, because those are great fun things for people to have their private conversations about. Yeah. If I do end up doing anything with those ideas in the future, I'd like to be able to do something with those ideas in the future. So we will get,
I just wanted to tap on that goblet.
But yeah.
It's a good...
it's the sort of thing of like, where if you want, this is a great thing. If you want a full circle, nicely wrapped up story to feel good about, you got that. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it anymore. It's fine. Everybody's ascended. It's all good. If you want to think about it beyond that, and you want to get into it, and you want to go on some geek stuff and get into the real about what really might this be that in the Stargate universe, you want to get into all that, then we can get into that. Like that becomes a much more interesting, in-depth conversation. But you can have either one. So those people that liked it and they want to just wrap it up and that's their picture, and you got that. That's good. So again, professionally, so back to the satisfied or not satisfied, professionally, I couldn't not be satisfied, because yes, there's something serviceable was created for that. So professionally, that's all. Boom, done. Artistically, I think there's just more to mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the issue is creating an opportunity to explore that kind of a story and also move the overall story forward. Mm-hmm. Robert Cooper and I had this conversation a few weeks back, because there are so many threads that were left open. Stargate SG-1's mythology of the four great races is one that's fantastic and been bandied about for years. Fans are like, go back and tell the story of the four great races, the people who built the Stargates, the Asgard, the two other races that were involved. And Robert's like, that's all great, but how does it move the story forward? You have to move the story forward. And it's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. That makes a good point. You can't just tell a history lesson just to fill in the mythology. They can't just bring the character back because it's a character that we love. The character has to have some utility on a story that's happening.
And that's the classic challenge of storytelling since forever, right? Mm-hmm. Is how do you move the story forward, but give the exposition that you need to appreciate that moving forward. Otherwise, then you get these scenes of exposition. Talking heads.
Exactly.
Great stuff. So yeah, Rob he was right. Absolutely right about that. And you have your production concerns too. You're like, true. Man, this is such a great idea, but we've got 3 hours to get this shot, and we don't have in the budget for this other thing. And that character you wanted, well, that actor's not available because they're doing
our sun's going down, or we're losing our crane shot. Oh, crane's gone. So,
yeah. Jeez. Yeah.
Thanks for watching this clip from Dial the Gate. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. It's our goal to share a new Stargate story every day while we're on break. Please feel free to subscribe to future episodes here on YouTube. And if you have Stargate friends who might like this clip, let them know about us. Be sure to visit dialthegate.com to view the complete archive, as well as transcripts from past interviews. I'll see you on the other side.